Hey, what is up, everyone or anyone that might be out there? It is Friday evening, and I was bored just sitting there in the chair, half asleep, watching Hallmark Christmas movies. And I thought, I think I'll go in and go live, list some stuff, try to get some things listed. And so let's see what happens if anybody joins me here in the chat at all. If not, I'll just sit here and talk to myself. That's okay, which is usually what happens. Either talking to myself or Fleet Frank or Commonwealth Hudson, old screen flips, the Mr. Bills back here, FJ Mack up there in the corner, if you could see him. Got Santa back here. So I'm just gonna try to list some stuff here and see what happens. So if you happen to jump in the chat there, say hey. And also trying to check out, I had some issues the other day when I was doing my Ken versus 10, and the audio was, or the video was, real jumpy. And so I'm just trying to do a test. Hey, there is Marie in the chat saying that the beard looks good. Yeah, thank you very much. Got the Santa beard going on for the season. Just been having a lot of fun out with that. Just smiles and Merry Christmases to folks, handing out some candy canes. It's been fun so far. So Marie, are you listening tonight or just hanging out? What's going on in your neck of the woods? I'm probably going to be staring over here at this screen. Adjust this camera just a little bit, I think. There we go. Be staring over at the screen as I list some tonight. Right now, what I am listing, look at this cool, beautiful snow globe. Shake it up, and it plays Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, which is always good advice. Santa building a snowman right there. So I am listing him. That's from 2011 Roman brand. So I had already pumped that out, and I am listing it. Probably gonna try to get around $30 for it. 25 to 35 seems to be about what some of those style are going for. Some of them are really higher. Just hanging out. Had my grandson for 3 nights unexpectedly. Aha. Are you doing Christmassy stuff with the grandson or just watching? Hey Joe, Philly Picker in the house. The beard looks great. Thank you very much. Having fun with that. I was just mentioning that to Marie, just having a lot of good fun. Hopefully you're having a good night there, Joe, as well. I was just bored sitting there. I thought I'm going to list and test my connection. Had some trouble the other day, and so thought I would go live and list some stuff. So, and I'll probably be staring, I said, over here at this screen a little bit while I'm trying to get some stuff done. So, oh no, dad had to be hospitalized. So just hung up. Oh no, that's not good. I hope everything is working out well, that it's not anything long and lasting, and they can get him taken care of for sure. I appreciate you joining in with me. Marie saying hi to Joe. Okay, Santa and Snowman, musical snow globe. Have yourself a merry little boy. I wish, recently eBay added that you could do 24 photos in your listing, which is quite a few. I don't I don't know what you would need to take 24 photos of. I'd rather have more than 80 characters in my title sometime. I'm having trouble ha figuring out how to get all of this that I want in the title. I wanted to list the song that it played, "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas," along with some other identifying characteristics, and, he's better now, but still there. Very good. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear it. So, let's see what's going on. What's up, Larry? How are things in the greater St. Louis metropolitan area this evening on a Friday? Hopefully, you're having a good weekend of sales. Larry always has a good weekend of sales. I see those photos he posts. He's cranking out 40, 50, 60 packages on a Monday morning from weekend sales. I love to see that. I love to see other resellers doing great. I'm not one of those that gets jealous or all in a rut or get my all riled up because or get down on myself when I have 6 packages and I see somebody going 60. It's like, "Hey, I'm doing my thing." Just sat down the list. All right. Very good. Well, maybe we can keep one another company here. And what do I gotta do here? I'm half paying attention to what I'm doing. I need to go find an old listing and grab some text from some of the Christmassy stuff that I've been listing. Yeah, tonight I'm listing all Christmas stuff. A lot of this stuff should have probably been listed already, but it is what it is. And so, but I'm still selling Christmas like every day. Um, More stuff goes out and it's fun. It always makes me excited to think that somebody's going to be excited about getting an ornament. I don't know if they're getting it for their own tree, their own decoration, or somebody else's, um, or to give as a gift. And that's so it's exciting to sell some of this stuff. Plus, it's exciting to make the money on it and a little bit of a lot of the stuff that I am listing is from a I had bought out somebody's whole Christmas stuff. They were moving out of state. An older couple were moving to warmer weather, and so I bought everything at their yard sale. Made a package deal. Even had to go downstairs and help a fellow bring stuff up from downstairs. Frank and I are out in the shed listing tonight too. Nice to see you live, Ken. Nice Santa beard. Thank you very much, Janelle. I appreciate that. I figured I'd talk to you folks. I was sitting here, just talking to FJ Mac back here up on the shelf. Old Scream, Commonwealth Hudson, all of my listing buddies that I talk to when I'm not talking with you folks. So, what else do I got to do here? Buy it now format. And let's see, I want to get about do that. I run all of my stuff is on sale all the time. I usually have a 20% sale in my store. So when I price something, I price it a little higher than the 20%. So when the sale goes on or when it catches up with the sale, it's about the price, the going normal sale rate for an item when you do your sold comps. And that's the way that I like to uh do my stuff. Larry is saying he listed some Campbell soup items this morning and 3 sold within an hour. Was kind of shocked, thought they would sell a lot slower. I love when that happens. When you sell I did that the other day. I listed all the video game and electronic stuff and within about an hour of listing some Wii games, actually, Wii Resort. One buyer, I had 2 copies of the same thing and one buyer bought both copies just about an hour after that I sold it. They changed that. Gonna allow offers on this just yet. Oh, here's what I gotta do too. I'll show this. Okay, so I got this little wooden snowman. He has a little shamrock on the side of his face. I had a whole bunch of these that came from that collection of those ornaments that I got, and they were all this one doesn't have the original sticker, but they were all made in Germany, handmade in Germany. They're all vintage, and I sell these things, again well, here's one that I just listed the other day on the show, and it sold already. They're not big money. Most of them are between, like, say, 10 and $15, maybe 10 and 20. I think I sold a couple at about 19.99 a piece, and, but this little guy right here, see that little red dot right there? Well, this teeny tiny bird, I can't even show it to you. This tiny bird was supposed to be glued on the side there, and and he he had broken off. I found him in the box. So, I've got right over here, all heated up, my glue gun. So, hey, you get to see a live ornament repair. Normally, I like to go with the philosophy of I'm looking for profits, not projects, but this is a simple glue fix right here. So, I'm gonna go a little dab. I need to get that done because it's sitting on my scale, and I need my scale. And we're just gonna pluck that little birdie right on there, holding for a few, and then I can get him listed, get this glue gun unplugged. Okay, there we go. All fixed. Good as new. Would anybody there say that this was repaired? I'm not gonna, but because I don't think you'll be able to tell. Man, I did a fine gluing job on that. Whoo! That's my crafting skills coming out. I'm kind of a crafty guy, which is which is mostly all this junk that you see up behind me on these shelves right here. That's all crafty, crafty stuff up there. So, okay, so let's get this thing because it's sitting on my scale. I can't weigh this stuff to see what the shipping's going to be because my glue gun was sitting on it. Got to move my FJ Treasures cup out of the way. Special delivery. Okay, we got that little project done. We'll let that guy sit over there and dry a little bit. Let's see how much this snow globe weighs. Almost 2 pounds. So by the time it's yeah, it is a nice cup for sure. I promise I won't be comping that and listing it tonight. That was a great gift. Okay, that thing is about 2 pounds right there. So we're gonna put 3 by the time that I box it. And See if this will fit in this 6 by 6 by 6 box. Yes, definitely got to get Frankie back on that tractor doing a special delivery. Get him in those videos. Cute kid, for sure. I enjoy it when Frankie shows up. Okay, that snow globe fits in that box pretty darn good, but something like that, I feel as though I should double box it. Who wants a broken snow globe on their hands? Someone gets all excited about getting a really cool snow globe, and then I don't package it well enough and it gets broken. I haven't had that happen yet, but oh, here comes some loud tape. Check out this box right here, see if it'll. Yes, it will fit nicely in an 8 by 6 by 4. And then I might throw that in this bigger box right here. More loud tape. So what are you guys listening tonight there, Janelle and Larry? What's the big items you're doing tonight? I only like them if they have lights on them. Are you talking about snow globes that have lights? Frankie's watching too and playing a Pac-Man board game in between listing. Hey, Frankie, how are you? My name's Ken. Nice to meet you, dude. Little dude. Like them if they have lights on them. The snow globes with lights. Yeah, they're pretty I like snow globes. I don't collect them or anything, but they're enjoyable and they're relaxing to shake up and watch. Yes, angry tape. Okay. Let's see. This thing double boxed. Okay, and we're going to still be less than the 3 pounds. So I will, if it sells, I will bubble wrap that dude like crazy. Small bubble wrap, big bubble wrap. Make my nest in the bottom of the box with the packing paper. Get it all stuffed in there. And look up estimated shipping for that. 10, 8, 6 size box, 3 pounds. Zip code. And same zip code that a lot of us East Coasters use, the old 90210, Beverly Hills. Larry says, I took photos earlier of a bunch of signed and numbered 1970s animal prints. Ah, that's interesting. How much do animal prints go for? Is that a good seller? Is it a bolo I should be looking out for? Or what are we looking at? And there's Justin saying that Marie has quite a few fancy snow gloves. Ooh, interesting. Are you a big decorator, Marie, there at your house? I love Christmas. I love decorating inside, outside, everything. I learned that from my mother. She's an over the top decorator as far as inside. She collects snowmen. And I think at one time a few years ago, she would put out and display. I was counting them, and we were just a little over 400, and so I would probably say at this point, that's probably been 4 or 5 years ago, she's probably, well into the, over 500, 5 to 550 now that she puts out. Most of hers have motors in them, no shaking required. That would I was gonna actually mention that when I had that one, about how when you watch the snow, it's just very calming, but you only get about what, like 10 seconds, 15 seconds of the snow going around in there before you have to shake them up again. Well, I don't know, Chris. I was bored. Santa at this time of year, this is my busy season. I should be down in the workshop making sure that those elves are cranking out the toys, getting things wrapped, sacking up all them stocking stuffers. And Chris had a garage sale today. I am tired. Oh, how did you do? You actually held your own garage sale or you went to one? Sounds like you had your own. How were the sales? Justin has more Halloween than I do Christmas. I used to decorate a lot for Halloween as well, and I kind of fell out of that for some reason, um, and sold off a number of my Halloween decorations. I still have some of them, but I always enjoyed doing the Halloween thing too. I love dressing up in costumes and going to parties and um oh, and I a couple notifications there. I see that Justin, a new subscriber. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. So, yes, he held his own. Everything was $1. Leftover storage unit junk probably got close to $100. Well, that's cool. I like it. And we got Jimmy in the background just watching. He's probably just chilling on the couch this evening. Actually, it was Jimmy's suggestion. I was texting with him and said, Man, I'm bored. I think I'm just going to go sit and list a few things. And he said, You should go live. So here I am I don't know if it was at the request. Jimmy probably wasn't like, Man, I really love to see Ken tonight. I wish he'd go live, but merely a suggestion of how to occupy my time. Jimmy should join ya. I don't know if Jimmy's listing or not. Jam was way too excited to be getting home from paradise. Oh, what did I miss? Did I miss somebody's Instagram post or something? Nice Cajun. Too cold right now. It actually snowed yesterday morning. Gone by noon. Yeah, it is cold. Marie, what area are you from? I am in Ohio and it has been cold. Actually, it warmed up. It got to about 50 today, but very windy because it's moving in a bunch of rain and cold for over the weekend. Let's see, how much is it going to cost to ship this uh, snow globe? I am checking. I usually do most all of my shipping through eBay. Um, but I also will double check it with pirate ship. If I'm sure everybody here is familiar and knows what pirate ship is and probably uses it. So, but I'm going to check a rate here and see if this is going to be any different. No 210 on the zip 1086 and 3 pounds. Oh, get out of there, pop up. Check the rate. What are they saying here? Parcel select ground is the cheapest, but that wouldn't get there for a month of Sundays. UPS 1284 to ship that. via UPS, so I think I will put that in, complete my listing. Flat rate, I do most everything flat rate, and I try to when I get that rate there, that's the 12.84 on UPS ground. I will probably I'm gonna put the shipping at 11.99. Uh, Chris saying, "I wish we could get snow. You all are lucky." Eh, I don't know. How's everyone's Q4 treating them? Our shipping station is a disaster, and I'm way behind on adding videos. We've just been busy shipping and keeping up. Yep, sometimes you gotta the business comes first and can't get all those videos out that you want to. Larry said he sold 4 about 2 months ago, 2028 for the 175. I have 16 listed at 25 to 140. So we're talking about those 70s animal prints that, Larry is listing tonight. Pacific Northwest, we're at sea level, so not a lot of snow an average year. We are in Southwest Washington. Okay. I always think West Coast, I never really think that it's cold out there. I know once you get off the coast, you get towards the desert, it gets really cold. Um, Jimmy likes snow too. He had got some snow there in Denver the other day. I was sweating today at the garage sale. There's actually a sale here in my area tomorrow. It's a moving sale. So obviously the people are moving, but it said in big capital letters, all caps, everything must go. So we're going to show up there in the morning and we're going to see if they're really pricing this stuff for it to go. Um, so I'm hoping to pick up some deals tomorrow morning. People here lose their minds when it snows. I stay home. Yeah, Ohio, we get snow in the winter. We get snow, and people still lose their minds. I'm not sure, if they forecast snow, people are flocking to the stores. Everybody's buying extra bread and milk and water and eggs and stuff that they would never need. It's not like you're going to get snowed in for 10 days. Like, nah, the store will still be open tomorrow, and they'll plow the roads. Simmer down now. My listing. So anyway, I'm gonna put that shipping at 11.99, and because I'm probably gonna ship it UPS, I'm going to exclude PO boxes. I had that happen to me once. I had it as a UPS shipment, and they had a PO box, and so I had to scramble. It was way back when I started, and I had to actually eat a bunch of shipping, because I had to send it priority mail or the USPS, and, just really kinda took a bath on that one. So but that's how we all learn, right? If you didn't I used to tell my employees that worked under me, years ago when I had a regular 9 to 5er. Well, not years ago, just a few years ago, that, if you didn't mess up something today, if you didn't have a problem, if the day went great, you probably didn't learn anything. And let's go ahead and list this snow globe right here. Yeah, I actually did get one listed. Santa behind me is moving on its own. Hey, what's up, Roman? That would be scary if I looked up. It's like Santa's the new Chucky. Hey, that sounds like a TNT special show that they could put on. Santa comes to life. The Santa plush. Good to see you, Roman. What are you up to this evening on a Friday evening? Are you listing anything yourself or just hanging out? Oh, I got a text here. My sorry about that. I'm sitting here paying attention to the phone. I got a text from my brother. Hanging in there, working out my pain, says Roman. Yeah, hopefully that will start to clear itself up and and you'll be on the mend. And there's another good friend, Paul, the flipping sports guy. Just finished listing 60 cards. Time for some on patrol live. Maybe take some pictures while watching. Yeah, I have not watched that show, but I have a friend that watches it religiously. She never misses like a second of it. So, snow globe listed. Oh, you know what? Since this little guy here is fixed, I'm going to go ahead and list him because I think I had started a draft for it the other day and then noticed that that piece was um what was my best sale today? What did I sell today? Haven't sold a bunch today. I did ship some stuff earlier that had sold this morning. Oh, actually, right now, the currently the best sale that I have is this little guy that I listed the other day, and he went for like 13 bucks or whatever. So, but I virtually um not to steal a line from another show, old school resale, all profit after fees on that little guy right there. But see what else that I had. I had something else that sold this morning before I went to do my shipping, so I got it out. Paul is or yeah, Paul's in front of it every Friday and Saturday, the show, and Frank and Janelle watch it every weekend when they're in the shed listing. Oh, man, I hope I'm not interrupting your program there being live. Roman shipped a bunch of stuff today, and now he can't walk anymore. He can't list right now. Need to rest. Yes, kick back. And Cajun had asked back here if did you stop doing whatnot, Paul? Your card sales and such. And there is my good friend Danica, Lady Luck Junk. Good evening, Danica. It is nice to have you in here. And I appreciate all the stuff. Danica made this really cool um a reel or it was either an Instagram story or a reel kind of helping promote the reseller clickbait podcast that Jimmy and I do. And it was just it was cool. It was a fantastic edit and much appreciated um to get that out of there. And we did pick up a few subscribers right after kind of throughout the day that that came out. So we did get a few more and Jimmy and I are working hard at that channel. We mostly have fun with it. Um, just chit chatting and goofing and having fun. Rome says he'll try to go live tomorrow and show you guys some finds from an estate sale. That would be cool. Very cool to see. I got some cool stuff behind you. Is it for sale? Um, Not really. Most of this stuff, like say, these are all my friends right here that I list with every day. this is all like mostly crafting sort of supplies. That's a normal Christmas decoration at times that it comes out, but no, nothing really behind me that you can see. Now there's tons of junk on the floor. If I put my camera around this room right here, you would probably all be disappointed. Or you could probably all relate in how messy my office actually is. I know Frank and Janelle had said there earlier that their shipping area was a disaster. And yeah, the rest of this room is just nuts. Um, Let me see what else. Chris had asked what else I had sold. Things that went out today. I sold a little, actually a Halloween little figure today in the Christmas season. Some vintage atomic bomb plastic salt and pepper shakers. They went for 15 bucks. I paid a quarter for the set at a yard sale. I did sell something from the listing. The Wii Sports game went for 20 bucks, which, those go almost as soon as you list them. And a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle plush, like a 7-inch round ball plush, 12.80 that sold for. So let's look at resume my draft here. Um, any more plans for a reseller clickbait podcast meetup? Uh, yes, I am still, formulating a plan for that. It would probably be in the first quarter at some point that I would do any sort of an announcement, and it most likely will be held in the third quarter at some point around like end of August, September, whenever the Route 30 sales. Um, yeah, the Scream Mask, that's actually old Scream Flips right there. He's got his old school Flips hat on, so that's old Scream Flips back there. Um, yeah, I would like to do that meetup. Yeah, it was a great edit, and I love stuff like that. And we still need to talk, Danica. I just all I do is sit by the phone and wait to see. I'm interested in your ideas. Uh, Man, I got way behind on the chat. One of my pet peeves is lives that get way behind on the chat. I was walking into work today and cried, "Everything is a wreck." I sucked it up though. Yeah, I have a very small house, and so I live amongst everything. The stuff is just piled in the living room, and I go out in the garage, and it does make it does make it difficult some days when you wanna sit there and watch TV and all you do is stare at a pile of stuff that should be listed. Um, yeah, exactly. Think about it. You can make 100, well, 1,000,000 being a doctor or make 100,000 selling plush. I don't know, I'd rather sell the plush. You're most likely not gonna get sued selling plush as if you, slip up. Paul, he posted a Mario Kart game yesterday, sold within 3 minutes. Yes. I love the video game stuff, and a lot of this stuff has been sitting in my garage for some of it over a year, and, I actually had a best offer that I took on, Nintendo Wii, Wavebird wireless controller, and, guy had offered me 85 for it. I took the offer, and then he hadn't paid, and so I, sent him the message about paying, and he's like, "Well, I went ahead and I bought one someplace else for like 75, doesn't make any sense to pay you 85." So, I just asked him to request to cancel the order, and I relisted it, and we'll get that thing sold soon. What else do we got here? The chat is popping. Hey, and there is Adam Baldy Powell checking in. How's it going, Adam? What you up to this evening? I was bored, thought that I would list some stuff and so I thought, well, let's go live and do that as well. And and so just sitting here chatting with folks. I got one thing listed so far, so that was better than a stick in the eye. Should meet up in St. Louis. It's halfway between you and Jimmy. No, I'm gonna make Jimmy do the full trip because I got a really cool venue that I'm gonna try to do. And not only is it just a cool place to go, um, I think people will want to see it. I don't want to really go into where that is right now, but gonna try to do it around the same time as the Route 30 yard sales, the Lincoln Highway byway sales. That way, resellers coming into the area will have they can thrift all weekend and then we'll have a dinner, mostly just be a big meetup and a dinner sort of thing, rather than there's no classes or seminars or anything like that. But I'm working at it. I know you are not just sitting by the phone. Hey, you don't know what I'm doing. Don't tell me what I am and what I am not doing. Um, yep, I am getting behind in the chat. Kennedy's people are here having fun. And well, yeah, for sure. And I appreciate that. Uh, Adam says, I'm glad I live your live so I can listen and chat as I pack up these calendars. Oh, perfect. So is today shipping day for all the calendars? They came in. Uh, that's pretty cool. How many did you, if you want to divulge that yet, how many calendars did you sell? Did you sell out of the quantity that you had? If you don't know what I'm talking about, Adam Baldy Powell and some others did a the studs of reselling calendar for 2023. And all of the proceeds go to benefit the Gary Sinise Foundation. And so I'm sure everybody is excited to get their calendar. It's going to make a great Christmas gift. I'm sure some of those folks are going to give those away as a gift to their loved ones. Because I know my grandmother would love to have a picture of Harry American Arbitrage or the Harry Tornado uh, grace their wall each month. And I'm sure that somebody's grandma would have loved to have seen me on the calendar, but lots more high profile. How much of that? Okay, Adam, I got to know how many other resellers contacted you and said, "Ugh, why not me? How's come I wasn't on there? Or am I the only one with delusions of grandeur that thinks that I should be part of everything?" The DOG. It's not all the studs as if Santa isn't included. Exactly. That's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about. Santa finally realized that he is real. I am real. I'm all about sneaking into folks' houses at night. It works best on December 24th. You know, if it's April 13th, you get yourself in a little more trouble. Okay, let's find some photos of this little snowman right here that I just repaired. I did a live repair for those of you that weren't here yet. I did a live Oh, wait, I can't list it because I just repaired him. I don't have pictures of him yet. Well, that stinks. And I don't wanna go back there and take pictures at my photo booth. Well, everybody is here watching, having fun without me in the chat. Plus, you probably don't wanna stare at my backside the whole time that I am taking a photograph. So, let's go at this look at this kind of creepy guy right here. This is a Norman Rockwell, Scotty plays Santa. He still has his tags right there. and it is from Rhodes Studios. And so you got, what did I say? Scotty. You got Scotty here. He's got his fake Santa beard and his pillow in his belt right there. And that's like a porcelain face right there. Jill actually picked this up for me at a like a second hand sort of a store. So I'm gonna look that up and comp that right now because I had not done that yet. Rhodes Studios. Scotty plays Santa. Been there, Norman Rockwell too. Let's see what Scotty is going for. Okay, there are some listed. I see 8 results. I put that in. And only 2 solds. Let's see. Adam says he'll put me on the list for next year. They actually made a horror movie about Santa, which is coming out before Christmas. Um, yeah, there's been several, uh, you know, creepy Santa hollow or, Christmas movies. Yeah, this one that's coming out is called Violent Night. But I think, Santa is kind of a vigilante of justice. He takes down criminals, but in a pretty violent way. Santa will be a robot. I reveal the total for on his Christmas show, December 21st. I don't mind that we sold 120 calendars. Very cool. And hopefully you had a lot of folks that sponsored days in the calendar. Uh, Very cool. I like that. Yeah, it's an action movie with Santa. I'm gonna go see it. Actually, my nephew and I are gonna go out to the theater. It's have some good family Christmas festive fun watching a violent Santa Claus movie. Let me see. Scotty plays Santa figurine. There's only 2 solds of the 8 listed. One went for $10 and one went on a bid for 949. Meh, hoping that thing would go for more than that. RoboCop versus Santa. Better take my pictures of next year's Ken. Yeah, I could get that December spot if I did that. Good idea, Chris. See, what are some of these man, this thing just doesn't go for much at all. Now you got somebody that's got it listed for $50. Some of them have it, I don't know. Kinda kooky. Think that I will look at these solds to do a self similar on this mug and, do a remake of Nightmare on Elm Street is in the works. With Santa this time rather than Freddy Krueger? Yes, Violent Night, Adam, that's what we were talking about. I think it started in theaters today. Um, I think the last kind of, creepy Santa movie that I saw. Oh, there was one that had, Bill Goldberg that was Santa. It was called Santa Slay, Slay, Santa Slay, and he was kind of a bad Santa. Um, and then before that, there was Silent Night, Deadly Night was on years ago. Uh, Fun fact about that, actually, Silent Night, Deadly Night was the very first rated R movie that I saw with, like, where I could see, and actually my cousins used to work at the movie theater. This is like when I was 16 years old or so, and, so I used to get in free and used to watch all the movies. Actually, I used to go out there so much, I had my own bowl and my own cup, my own popcorn bowl, my own cup back behind the concession stand, and so I would just go in and I'd go back and fill up my popcorn, fill up my soda, and, uh, and then I watched a lot of the movies from upstairs in the projection booth, which was really cool. But when Silent Night, Deadly Night came out, I was like 16. The manager, who actually knew my mother as well, used to work with my mother. She called I had her call my mom and say, "Hey, is it okay that I go see this rated R movie?" And, so she talked to the manager, and she said, "Yeah, that was fine. I could go see it." So then after that, I was allowed to see anything that I wanted. But, let's see. Yes. I remember watching the original Nightmare on Elm Street when I was 7. You're probably a little bit younger than me then. 7, Lord, I'm old. Hey, I feel your pain, Marie. Yeah, he was just a child. I forget how old I was when that came out, but I was, uh, afraid of him. Better watch out. Better not what Better Watch Out, was that another Christmas Santa horror movie, from 2016? Fun fact, Janelle used to work at the movie theater before reselling. We used to get in to see all the movies for free. Yeah, that is cool. I had a good time back then. Jack Frost. Oh, man, apparently I missed now, the horror movies are not really my genre, uh, but, I don't mind them. I just don't watch a lot of them. So, but I'm a super festive Christmas movie guy, so anytime you can cross, cross over those boundaries, I'm all about it. I'm excited to see the Violent Night. Came out in 1984. Yeah, Nightmare, yes. Yes, yes, yes. So that was probably, let me see. Yeah, that was probably right in that same time when I saw that. I was 16 in 1984. Which actually 1984 is the center of all time, space, and reality. If you didn't know, look it up. Everything. It's, almost like a Back to the Future thing. Everything seems to run through the year 1984. My favorite Christmas movies. Man, I like a lot of them, and they change. I'm probably going to say, if I could only watch one Christmas movie, I really enjoy, wow, the ones, you know, C Christmas Vacation, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, that thing is just so quotable. It's easy to watch. I know it front and back. I've seen it so many times. But I like a lot of movies like, Fred Claus. I love Fred Claus. Uh, Jingle All the Way, Christmas with the Cranks. Um I'm trying to think, the old Rudolph claymation, all these ones that I make sure that I watch every year. Chris was 2 years old in 1984. Scrooge was a good movie, yes. Now, simmer down, Larry. I'm good. Okay, right here. This is official. Die Hard was not a Christmas movie. It was a movie set at Christmas time. End of story. Done. We can all be done with that. Yeah, I need to give Jimmy some advice on Monday, for when Jimmy does his candy cane movie review. Oh, Bad Santa is It's just it's a great movie. Gremlins, again, Danica, I have to say, movie set at Christmas time, not a Christmas movie. Um, Actually, Diner was your favorite Christmas movie. Was Diner a Christmas movie? Yeah, Gremlins was a great movie. Oh, Surviving Christmas. Yes. That's my doodle. I love Surviving Christmas with Ben Affleck, um, James Gandolfini, Christina Applegate, um, the mom from Home Alone. What's her name? What's the lady's name that played in Surviving Christmas? And she also was the mother in Home Alone. Bad Moms Christmas. I haven't my sister has been talking about Bad Moms Christmas, saying that I have to watch it, but I think it was showing, like, on Netflix or one of those, that I didn't have because I went to look it up. I don't have Netflix. Uh, Marie is in agreement with me that Gremlins is not a Christmas movie either. Whoever chooses Die Hard on Monday automatically loses my vote. The, oh, that's right, the Monday Night Draft on, Nashville Flippers channel, I think it is this week. I think it was on Paul Philly Flippers channel last week, so look up Nashville Flippers or look for it'll come out on Instagram or whatever. They usually are pretty good about promoting, but the Monday Night Draft this week is Christmas movies. Um, let's see. Danica, I love you so much. Let's see. I've always said Die Hard was a Christmas movie, but it was released in July. Yes, exactly. It's a great movie. I don't know how many times I've seen Die Hard, and I always think that it's cool in a movie that's, say, not a Christmas movie that when they play a Christmas song, in the middle of a movie, and summertime movie gets you all festive and pumped up. Yeah, how does a Christmas movie come up in July? Um, Gremlins didn't care it was Christmas or not, just, they just wanted to eat, that's right, and after midnight. Kevin Bacon in The Manger, yes, it is yes, it's a Christmas movie. I don't think that I've seen that one. Deck the Halls with Danny DeVito, and Matthew Broderick. I love that movie, just it's fun. Okay. Does anybody want a spoiler alert? Let me know. Danica, you brought it up, so I'll give you the vote if you want a spoiler alert or not. Yes, Jingle All the Way with Arnold. Arnold, Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen. That one's great. Yeah. So Deck the Halls with Danny DeVito, and yeah, that movie just cracks me up. So well, it's not really a spoiler, I guess to say. We have a place that's about an hour away from me. It is called Castle Noel, and it's a year-round like Christmas store, Christmas uh yeah, a Christmas store, but they also kind of have like a museum of movie props from different movies, and so you can tour through, and the cool thing is when you go the very first part of the tour, you actually leave the main building and you go outside to a building that's around back, and the very first thing that is parked out there, and, you should watch it. Yeah, look it up. It's good. Yes, there is a Jingle All the Way too that had, oh, I forget. Somebody look that up. Home Alone. No, that's a Christmas movie For sure. Okay, anyway, Castle Noel is this place you can go. When you first go out and start the tour, they have the actual RV from A Christmas Story that they have parked in their lot out back, and they have it's kinda like a photo op where you can go and take pictures with the actual RV that was moved used in the film. So that's pretty cool to see. And then you tour through, and they just have all kinds of movie props, things from clothing and outfits that people wore in different movies. They have a lot of the props. When you get to the end, it's this great big open room, and they have a lot of the props from the Grinch, the Drew Carey, or not Drew Carey, Jim Carrey. Yeah, Drew Carey, doesn't he host the Price is Right? From Jim Carrey, the Grinch movie. They have a lot of props from that, a lot of Christmas trees from different movies. But anyway, I want to go back to Deck the Halls. I always loved Deck the Halls because of the house that he designed with all the colored lights and the whole light show that he did that he wanted to be able to see from space. And through the magic of movie making and whatever trick photography and things, they have the actual house from Deck the Halls that they used for the filming of the movie is all there. And I was so disappointed because I always loved the house. I thought someday I want to have my house be that that decked out. Well, that house would fit on my photo table right here. It's it's only about this big. It's got, all the LED strips and all of that they use to program and put on there. And it's not any bigger than my photo table back here. And I was so disappointed when I saw that. Um, let's see, I'm gonna catch up on the chat here. Is not a Christmas okay. Home Alone with Joe Pesci, yeah. Uh Elf and Christmas Vacation are my faves, but I watch the stop animation classics every year. Yes. Actually, I have probably recording right now. I seen that was on like The Year Without a Santa Claus as one of those stop motion um Christmas specials. Uh do a remake of Home Alone with the original actors now. Yes. Macaulay Culkin can still act. Fun place to go around Christmas. Look up Leavenworth, Washington. Beautiful. My daughters took me there a few years ago. Okay. Around Christmas, look up Leavenworth, Washington. Okay. If you're in that area. So yeah, they also have some of the other cool props that they have. The original Santa Claus movie with Tim Allen, that was before there was a lot of all of the digital special effects. And so the reindeers that are on the roof, they were all small models. Probably each reindeer is yay big, and they all had articulated joints that were all controlled by a little remote. And so they have the whole Santa's sleigh, the sleigh and all the 8 reindeer that were on there is on display, and they have that kind of like in a glass case because of the deterioration. You can see some of the deterioration from the fur that they had used because I don't know when that movie came out, but it's just a really cool place to go visit. We've been there a few times and take the tour, and every few years they get new props, they change out the displays, they change stuff. Yeah, Elf is hilarious. Um, Christmas with the Cranks, if anybody's ever seen that. The snowmen that when, free Frosty, they have one of the original snowmen from the movie there at the Castle Noel, Four Christmases. That's a fun one with what is that? Reese Witherspoon and Vince Vaughn. That is a fun movie. It's a Wonderful Life, White Christmas, Holiday, and I've watched those, yeah, every year. Those are classics that you have to watch. Um, Frozen was good, the first one. Yes. Hey, and there is my friend Lisette, New England Betty Boop. Oh, speaking of that, can I you guys talk amongst yourself. I want to talk about my friend Lisette, but I'm gonna go get something. Just a second. Stay tuned. Okay, are you supposed to just leave a live unattended like this? I don't know. The crowd gets goes crazy. And yes, and happy Friday. We got some hellos and hellos. Frozen is more of a Christmas over Die Hard. Ah, a few new series spinoff of the Santa Clauses. Yeah, I've seen that. The commercials for that. That looks really good. I want to see the Santa Clauses. It's Tim Allen again, reprising that role. Yeah, with Tim Allen. Christmas, yes. I agree. I love Christmas movies. I love Christmas music. I've been listening to since October. I've been listening to Christmas music, and then it's always kind of. I'm still listening in Christmas music way into January because I'm just not ready to give it up. Yes, you came just in time. Put out Olaf before Christmas. Hey, and there's my brother watching right there in the chat. He just says no. I don't know what he's knowing about. Drop some Santas, drop some Santas. Santa. The crowd was going crazy while I was gone. Uh, if I have mods, oh, you know what? I don't even know if I have any mods in here right now. I should get that and I should make some mods. I have to do that from the YouTube side though. Am I correct? I can't do that here on the hey, look, there's me. Um, let's see here. No, I don't want to hide the chat. I need to find the chat. I'm still new at this. I'm trying to get it. Let me pop out this chat right here so I can see some people, what's going on. But oh yes, Chris, you are important enough for mod status. I need all the help that I can get. Oh yeah, I do have one mod in here right now, and let's just hope I don't put everybody in timeout. Let's see, what do we got? I'm trying to figure this out here and not hold stuff up. There we go. We're making some mods right now. Okay, you guys are in control here. Just Lisette's always in timeout, she says. So anyway, let me talk about Lisette. So one day she had sent me, I had posted something that I had found. I even forget what it was now, but it made Lisette, she had found at a yard sale or an estate sale or something, a whole bunch of plush. Well, these two I have in a case. They were plush from the Rudolph claymation series. There's these still have tags. I have these ones in boxes, but I have pretty much like the no one wants a Charlie in the box. The squirt gun that squirts jelly. That's Comet, the meanest reindeer in the world. Herbie doesn't like to make toys. Oh, okay. Quick trivia. Who is this? First one to get it is right. What's the name? I'm watching the chat from the Island of Misfit Toys. A lot of precious moments. You get a blue wrench. You get a blue wrench. Who is this? Anybody know? No guesses? No guesses? The lion. Yes, it is the lion. But that is. Yes, wait. Do I see it here? King Among Racer. It is Moon Racer. Moon King. Yeah. It is the. It is King Moon Racer right there. And then I also here's the snowman that was played by Earl Bives. If you, if you saw with the recent reseller clickbait podcast right there, I should have made Jimmy if he's still watching. That's the snowman played by Earl Bives. Got the airplane that what did the airplane do? I think he swims or something like that, or he didn't fly. I forget what he did. Cowboy that rides an ostrich. And of course, Santa, this other elf. Anyway, Lisette had sent me this picture of she had found pretty much every one of those that I just showed, plus some more. The little doll that was in there, the elephant, the polka dot elephant, and including these two guys right here. Now, these are from the Frosty the Snowman kind of animated series right here. Well, Lisette and I got to talking, and she had a few questions about doing some auctions and stuff like that. And I was, we hooked up on a video chat and started talking about just doing auctions and doing reselling and all of that stuff. And at the end, she said, "Hey, I want to send you these," and I'm like, "Oh, come on, that's not necessary at all." And then a few days later, these showed up, and it's like, how cool is that? That somebody, I just know her from here and in chats and seeing things, and I follow her channel, and she always, likes to comment and like my stuff. But look at that. That was a fun gift, actually. Well, these are gonna go when I get my inside decorations, all of these will go up with out in my living room. Um and I'm running behind. Only knows Simba. When Jimmy was trying to remember Burl's name, I was yelling it at the phone. Yeah. Well, I guessed Leon Redbone first, but I think Leon Redbone actually was the voice of the snowman in Elf when Buddy was outside talking to the snowman. I think somebody Google that and confirm that, but I think that was the snowman. At some point, Kayla had found a box of those that were never opened. Really, yeah. Every one of mine, uh, or well, no, they don't have them, but I have all of the original tags right here for each of them. But yes, homework. I'll go watch Rudolph the Red-Nosed and Frosty the Snowman. Yes, you have to do that this Christmas season at some point, which I'm sure that you all will. Her favorite was the dolly. Yeah, yes, Lisette, and that was very cool. Much appreciated, and it gets you right here to think that, again, somebody that you just you have, I would say, an acquaintance with. Now I'm going to go full-fledged friend with Lisette. That is just very, very, very cool. And they're going to be cool in my display. A couple new characters. Uh you're the best. Can I appreciate your help? Yes, that was a good conversation that we had that evening. Uh what did Chris say that was exciting? Oh yeah, that Kayla had found that box of those. Nala and Mufasa from uh yes, Posh is My Purpose is one of the channels that Lisette, you will see her stuff. Oh, there we go. She's got Lady Luck Junk. Danica is all over that. We need new videos from you, Danica. I enjoy all of the short stuff that Danica has been doing as well. Just the her antics. Her and I are we could be related in the crazy stuff that seems to go through her head. The only difference is she actually puts a camera to it and puts it out there in content. But that is a goal of mine. I'm trying. I've done a few things. Uh yeah, less YouTube time. Yeah, agreed. But you've been putting out content for sure. Let's see what we got here. We're gonna do that right there. Man, I'm having too much. See, now I'm no longer bored. That's why I did this. I was bored sitting there half asleep in the chair just watching TV doing nothing. And I thought, yeah, I'm gonna go list some stuff. And and I had was messaging with Jimmy Old School Flips, and he said, "Man, you should just go live if you're bored." And I thought, "Yeah, I'll do that, and maybe somebody might show up." And so yeah, I've got one thing listed. I started to work on some other stuff. Adam says, "Will Jill follow me with the camera on public so that you can film Santa stuff and do that TikTok idea?" Yes, she will, and actually, I'm hoping we're supposed to do something, tomorrow. I'll be going over to Joe's either tomorrow or Sunday, and we're gonna go out and do some Christmassy sort of a project. There's one place where you can do all kinds of different Christmas, crafts and stuff like, paint like the ceramic stuff, that ceramic Christmas trees and things that they fire. They also do, it's a place that, teaches craft stuff, but you can just go in and do that. Or we might go to one of those like painting classes. I think they're called like Santas and Sips or something like that. One of those, maybe like a wine sort of they teach you how to paint a picture of Santa Claus. Um and oh, I'm getting behind here. Uh Later, I've been a big for a long time. My YouTube is fairly new. Most of my content is on IG, yes. And Lisette will go live on her IG from time to time. I Whenever that pops up, I like to check in on that. Um Roman, I just put it on to keep 2-year-old grandson and hubby busy last night, but I know to look for the bird too. Wait a minute, what did I miss? Was that about a bird? Yes, we are totally related. Yes, Jill will follow me. Hopefully, I can do some of that tomorrow. I work on my IG and Poshmark is Posh is my purpose and New England Betty Boop everywhere else. Marie, when I find any plush while sourcing and find Disney ones, I always forget their names. You are partial. Oh my goodness, I feel dumb. You know what? It's funny too. When I had always seen Posh is my purpose come up on like the IG and stuff, and that's who would like post, or that I follow her and I would see her post come up, and then come to find out that in the other chats where I was seeing New England Betty Boop, and I knew that her name was Lisette, and I thought, wait a minute, that's odd to have 2 people named Lisette in the reseller community that I would, and it's here they are one and the same. Yeah, paint and sip, that would be, a fun thing. You're doing great, man. Thank you, Roman, I appreciate that. Uh, I'm terrible at the princesses. I have 2 daughters and a couple adopted granddaughters. You think you would know more, that you would know a few of them at least. New England Betty Boop has the best hair in the world. She does have a pretty mane on that head for sure. Can I say that? A mane? Just I like it. Uh, okay, I'm down here. I'm a Gemini, so do I have 2 personalities? Yes. Geminis do seem to I'm not an astrology zodiac kind of guy. Oh, here's my funny story. Okay. Here's my funny story about the zodiac signs. I have a family event every year on Labor Day. It's actually the whole Labor Day. Some people call it a reunion. I never call it a reunion, although I organize and do everything. And one of the games that we play every so often is Family Feud, because it's a game that lots of people can play at one time, and it's all I have it all programmed. I bring the big TV outside, and we play Family Feud. Well, one of my nephews, when they were younger, just about the age where we let them start playing in the more adult games, because I do adult games and I do kid games, and we were doing Family Feud. Well, one of the questions was, name one of the signs of the zodiac. Well, so a person right before my nephew, he didn't know. He was young and he didn't know what the zodiac was. And so, name a sign of the zodiac. And the first person says Cancer was the sign of the zodiac, because their birthday month and stuff, and they were Cancer, so they knew their own. They said Cancer. So, bing, that's on the board. We get to my nephew, who's next. He has no idea what the zodiac was, but he's trying to deduce what it might mean. So she said Cancer. So his guess was polio. Was was one of the signs of the zodiac. was polio after the cancer guess, and everybody just kinda stood there and looked, and it's like, oh, then once they figured out what it was, um, it was the greatest wrong answer ever. Let's see, what am I missing here? Rapunzel has long hair, that helps. Me too. That was always a problem in his life. Story of my life, okay. If I have to go into the photo jail, I'll be listening, so no more trivia. I almost tripped on my feet to get to the keyboard. Okay, no more trivia going on. I will say the question and then the answer. Uh, Roman's mother is also a Gemini. Family Feud versus toilet seat quarter game. Yes, the good old butt darts. That was a fun that butt darts was part of we had the, Olympics that year. It was one of the Olympic years, and so we had tons of events all day, and butt darts was if, that was one of the events. You have to go back, I forget, maybe a couple episodes on the Reseller Clickbait podcast to get to what butt darts was all about. Um, Boy, too many Romans in one place are a big problem. Yes. That's good. I'm hoping that you folks are getting something listed here tonight because now I'm having too much fun. I'm not getting anything listed at all, but that's okay. Like I said, I am no longer bored, and that was part of the point of this. So, can you imagine real twins and they are also Geminis? Yikes. I clearly see too many Geminis, not Romans, but I'm not that's a problem too. Oh, cool. Roman listed a Nike jacket, and Lisette is listing. I should list. Okay, I was working on this creepy Scotty doll right here, but I was a bit bummed because he wasn't really worth that much. But we're gonna do a sell similar, and we're gonna try to get this one listed. Everybody lists something right now, and try not to be so enjoyable in the chat. That way, I could get something done too. I hate to leave the chat alone. This is fun. Okay, we're gonna add my pictures right there that I took the other day. Uh, let's say this was. Suppose I gotta change up. Don't you hate when you're doing a sell similar and somebody used like all caps for everything? I'm not I'm not an all caps kind of guy in my listings. Um Norman Rockwell, body plays, or they use a lot of punctuation. You just gotta go in and fix. I wouldn't say it's somebody's mistakes, but everybody lists different, and that was a sold item, so obviously it sold. Marie says my daughters are Geminis and on the same day 2 years apart, but they do the damn twins thing all the time. Love the lives for this reason. Yes, that's funny. Okay, roasted Norman Rockwell. Scotty plays Santa. He is a 12-inch figurine. Okay. And let's see, figurines, Christmas, figurines. And then, of course, you always got to go through and yes, I am finding that out and actually list. Yeah, and I see that the actually is all capitalized because when I do my Ken versus 10 on Thursdays, I already have everything drafted and it's ready to list because that show is more about how many items can I sell that I listed that day before the next show on Thursday. And right now, just as an update, if you hadn't seen my Instagram stories earlier today, it is Ken 3, Death Pile 7 right at the moment. So in just a couple days, I am at I'm making headway. Well, so we'll see what happens betwixt now and then. What year was this mug made? I think it said 2011 on the tag here. Maybe it didn't say anything at all, and I'm making that part of it up. Yep, I don't see the date on that one. Ding, 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 cha-ching. I just sold a Chili Willy plush for 35 bucks. I love it. I love it. Chili Willy the penguin, I assume, is what you're talking about. Yes, I love it. I love to hear the cha-chings. Approximately 11 inches. No, we're just going to say that it's a medium size. I put in the description what it was. Used. Very clean. Pre-owned condition. You guys do a lot in your descriptions. I usually copy my title down there. I may copy the condition and put, of course, anything. I try not to overload the description because we all know that a lot of customers don't read through all that stuff anyway. And then I use my Windows um clipboard a lot. I've got a lot of pre-made up things in the Windows clipboard, and, if you use the Windows key and V, it calls those up, and so I can easily get to some of the things like I have a standard line, "Please review the photos closely, showing that what you will receive, the condition and details, blah, 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 blah." Uh, that I put in every listing, and boy, that saves a ton of time using that. Staring over here and not at the screen. So let's see. Uh yeah, she had sold the Chili Willy plush. I like it. So I don't know what to list this guy at because they're just not selling for very much. Um I'm gonna try to get 20 bucks out of him anyway. Maybe I'll set this one on allow some offers. See what happens with that. Just over a pound, just over. So by the time I get him boxed, no, I know what I'll do. Fix rate is just over 1 pound. So I'm gonna do that for shipping and uh, wait, what do I have? Standard shipping. Yeah. Manage payments require immediate payment when buyer uses buy it now. Does any do y does anybody do that? Does it help? What do you find to be a is that an advantage, disadvantage? Do you not mess with that at all on the required immediate payment? I've often wondered that myself. I always click it. Um, oh, I should put in there that this is porcelain. Hey, please, Santa. Porcelain figurine. Okay, let's see. Oh, let me see some. Oh yeah, here I got. This is the Chili Willy. Lisette sent me that. This is the Chili Willy plush that she just sold for 35 bucks. Vintage Walter Lance Chili Willy plush stuffed animal with Santa hat Christmas. Sweet. I love it. I love plush. I love selling plush. Immediate payment with buy it now. Yes. Adam says, I always choose require immediate payment, but I have no idea if it helps because offers are when I want immediate payment, but that never happens. Yeah. The set says she requires immediate payment and still have to wait for people to pay. Yeah. I'm not sure why that whole thing where, a person either if they send you an offer and you accept it, they should have to pay immediately. Or even if they accept an offer, I don't know why they get this 4-day thing. That is a problem that needs to be fixed. Um, have it on all listings. Yeah, it doesn't help. Everybody's saying, "Oh, look at this. Hey, I just sold plaid PJs on Macari. This live is bringing me money, cash, cha-chings. This is sweet. I love it. The set is on fire tonight." Yes, that's how eBay operates. Yeah, it's painful um that I had a person. I think I said that at the beginning of the show. I had a person buy a Nintendo Wii Wavebird wireless controller. They sent me an offer for $85. I accepted it, and then they hadn't paid, and it got into today. I sent them a reminder. They sent me back a thing saying, "Well, I bought it someplace else for like 75. There's no reason for me to pay you 85." It's like, well, yeah, that's logical, but can you please put in a cancel request for this so I can get it relisted? And they did that, and that was cool that they did that, and I have it relisted, and it's got watchers and stuff on it, which is another of my pet peeves. I don't understand watchers. What are you watching? Buy it or don't buy it. Drives me nuts. Is that a bad attitude? Buy it or don't buy it. I just want to move this stuff, and then I send out offers. Now I know a lot of the times people put on there that they're watching it hoping that they'll get an offer, and they usually do from me, but it's, all still profit, but I'd like to get that full price, or I'd like to have people buy it right away. And I'm almost okay, push the button. Okay, there's 2. There's 2 listed. I've got Rudolph and Friends all over my floor. Didn't I ever tell you? Bumbles bounce. Calendars are all packed up and ready to ship. Sweet. People will start getting those. Now, will you take those to the post office tomorrow, Adam, or are you going to wait till Monday to take those out? Okay, so I have an eBay question. In your opinion and the chat, do you think listing daily and or a certain listing amount each day has an effect on the algorithm? Wait, when I'm shopping, I watch a few different ones. Is the same. Let's see. Like if you list 10 a day, do you have to list 10 every single day? No, just activity of some sort, says Marie. Uh, absolutely, Adam says. So it may, I have noticed if I list more stuff in one day, I have more sales next day. Logic to that is there's more items for people to see. My personal opinion is yeah, try to I agree with Marie there that some activity in your store, eBay likes to see activity in your store. Now, there is no substitute for listing items. I don't think you have to list, 50 items every day. If you're listing 5 or 10, if you're just listing a couple things every day, if you have that activity can also be going in there, ending and either relisting or selling similar on your items is a good way to get activity. Going in and looking at old listings that maybe need freshened up with a photo, maybe something changed in the title, maybe just a little bit of a price change up or down. Just going in and reviewing some of that stuff, it gets activity in your store. Now, for me, listing every day is when I don't list, like I get into either a funk or I get into something that I have to do, and I don't get to list every day, and I see that affect my sales. I get back in here to the office, I start listing stuff, and here come the sales. So just by observation, if I'm listing every day, but yeah, you need to have some activity, but I don't think you have to list 10 a day. You could list a couple things, whatever you can do. Um, just activity. Let's see, where was I at? No, it doesn't have to be the same every day. Yes, exactly. If you can just list a couple. Um, oh yeah, and that's the new Jen came in. JKJRKR 1964. Thank you for joining us this evening. We're just chit-chatting. Some folks are listing, some folks are shipping, some folks are just hanging out and having fun. Some are taking photos. I think Danica Lady Luck Junk, if she's still hanging out, she's back at the photo booth, which is away from her chat. Uh, yeah, so try to list 5 new and relist or refresh 5 each day. Yeah, that's a good being consistent is good. Um, yes, absolutely. Sometimes I list 5 things, next day I may list 10 things. Yeah. I list whatever I have ready, whatever I can. I try to do it every day. Some are watching the hockey game. Yeah, that's my brother. The Columbus Blue Jackets are playing. Give me a score update there, dude. I want to hear watch the Pelicans win. Well, what team is the Pelicans? Back up here, Lisette says, "I'm a Poshmark girl, still new to eBay." Yes, and I have not sold on Poshmark. I am just a, pretty much all eBay is the platform that I am on. I do some Facebook Marketplace, local stuff, local pickup on items that are too big that I don't wanna ship, that might be cumbersome, if I have big lots of stuff. Oh, Pelicans is NBA. Yes, that's right. I had a hockey on my head when he said that. Yeah, the Jackets are doing so. They need a goalie, Roman. They need a goalie bad. Um, yes, that's cool. Roman is also an Ohio guy. He's a little farther north up near Cleveland. Um, I'll label them now and get some out tomorrow, the rest out on Monday. So that's the calendars. If you ordered a Studs of Reselling calendar, those are shipping out. Uh, 4 jackets. Patrick Line has two, and Johnny Goudreau, has the assist hat trick. All three assists. Nice. Yeah, I love watching hockey. As far as live sports is concerned, um, to actually go to a live hockey game is probably one of the most exciting. Baseball, not a fan. I think it's boring. Football, pro football anyway, there just seems to be a lot of standing around when you're watching it on TV. You know, they're doing the replay, the commentators, you got all the, but when you're at the game, it just seems like everybody's standing around for like 25 minutes between each play. Um, no one cares about hockey down in the New Orleans area. Corpy is looking good tonight. That's Junis Corpusalo, our goalie. Um, and Danica subbing over there to Posh is My Purpose, New England Betty Boop's channel. Yeah, Nationwide Arena is a great place to watch a hockey game. They build it for as a hockey arena. They hold big concerts and stuff there too. Um, the only reason to watch hockey is fights. Yeah, and you know what? They really don't fight as much anymore as they used to. But yeah, I enjoy watching hockey. It's probably uh hey, and there's Brian checking in, the red dirt picker. I'm doing good. Thanks for joining us. We're just hanging out tonight. I'm trying to get some listings done. But as my thumbnail had suggested, I was bored and I thought I'd just go live and I have all my friends here. We're chatting about this and that. We're talking about eBay. We're talking about Christmas movies, Christmas songs. We're talking some hockey there. Uh listing any listing real estate today. Are you what are you doing this evening? Just hanging out, Brian? Are you doing any packing, shipping, listing? Right, Cajun. I think Portland, Oregon still has a team. I don't know, something Hawks. Yeah, thanks for coming in tonight, Brian. I appreciate that. We're just trying to get some stuff listed here. What is next? What do I have in my pile here? Oh, we'll do this. I'm not a big fan. A lot of times, beer steins, they always look so cool. And they always look like, oh, these things are going to go and sell for a bunch or whatever. Some of them do. Some beer steins are really cool. But Jill also picked this up for me. This is actually from Avon. It was a Father Christmas stein from 1994. It's dated right there. And this thing is just really nice. So gonna do some comping on that and see. Does anybody else get into beer steins or have any thoughts or opinions on that? Avon, Father Christmas. Does anybody drink out of a stein as their regular drinking vessel? I have this stainless steel cup here. You'd probably look kind of odd just walking around town, with your big soda. Drink coffee, take that into Starbucks and have them refill it with maybe some hot cocoa or something. Uh, Brian is uploading about 600 photos from his real job, then hopefully get some shoe listing done. Wow, 600 photos. Yeah, that Stein is very cool. Been to football games, much more exciting being in skybox seats. I'm in Massachusetts, but I always be a Jets fan. Jets, 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 Jets. Um, Roman says he has some listed. They don't sell fast, so if you buy them cheap, you can sit on them. Yeah, Jill had got picked this up for me at that same place that she got the snow globe and the little Scotty Santa. Um, oh, the football team here also ends in Hawks. My mom has tons of Avon and other Steins that I've been trying her to get the list for herself. I have a few to sell myself. They're cool. Yeah, every time I see Steins, they look really cool. So I did a search here for 1994 Avon Father Christmas Stein, and it's coming up with 76 listings, and there are 29 sold of the 76. And let's see. Ah, boy, they vary in price. Don't you feel bad for the people that I don't? Okay, I'm going to say this. I'm just going to come right out and say it right now. You heard it here. And maybe it's the way that they buy their stuff, but okay. So I'm looking at these listings, right? Okay, 18 bucks. These are sold. These are sold. 26.99, 12.99, 20 bucks, 22, 99 cents. 25.60, 22, 29.75. Anybody like to guess why the one sold for 99 cents? I'm sure you all know. That is Commonwealth Hudson right there, Brian. Yes, he is one of my listing character friends back here that I've talked about on the reseller clickbait podcast that I do with Jimmy Old School Flips. And this is actually when I went to the Trash to Cash um, meetup in Tennessee during the 127. I had won this hat. It's actually signed by Dave, Carey, and Kevin from the Trash to Cash. And then through, I don't know, just shenanigans that Jimmy and I were talking about the new Quantum Leap series that is on TV. And I really like Ernie Hudson as an actor. Um, and so that's Commonwealth Hudson right there. And if you're not familiar, there's Fleet Frank. He's the knockoff, like Animan that Kevin has, or the new Commonwealth CWP little thing. But this is Fleet Frank right here. He is an actual anima. He's the poor man's Animan. And you got back here Old Scream Flips. That is Jimmy Old School Flips' hat. And you got FJ Mack right here. This was a gift that was sent to me by Frank and Janelle, FJ from FJ Treasures. Because macaroni and cheese craft is, well, it's the cheesiest, but they were one of my fake show sponsors. So all those guys just hang out there and they keep me yes, and we have a winner right there. Bad auction. Brian says auctionless sets, bad auction. Um, who has seen Ernie Hudson on Grace and Frankie? I have not seen that. Yeah, Ernie is super cool. Uh Animan is the highest grossing plush in eBay history. I wouldn't doubt that. And man, a mac and cheese plush. Yes, I was excited to get that when they sent me that gift, and I opened it up live uh, on uh, on my listing show, the 10 versus Ken. Needs the mac and cheese. Yes, I'm not sure where they found that. It's still new with tags, but yes, going back to that, the 199 cent Stein that sold. And okay, get this. It sold for 99 cents on 2 bids. So what did they even start this thing at? Um, yeah, Roman, look up Fergus the Frog. Jellycat, look up Jellycat, Fergus the Frog, and you're gonna see a high dollar plush. And then go back in the archives, what, about uh 3 weeks, a month ago? Look at Chris's video where he sold one of those. Cajun Reseller sold one of those for big, big money. Big, big money. Yeah. Kevin is a smart guy. He knows how to market. Um yeah, he knows about it, the Jellycat. Oh my god, I have to binge watch it. Think you'll enjoy it. I don't watch much regular TV, but it's hysterical. So this is let me go back up here. This is the Grace and Frankie. I will write that down. Grace and Frankie. And that's a series. Where would one find that? Is that like in Netflix or Hulu or yeah, I've always been a not sure if I'll ever beat that sale. I hope I do though. Yeah, on a plush or on anything. I bet just keep plugging. That's a tough one. That's a high dollar sale. Grace and Frankie on Netflix. Okay. I will try to check that out. I don't have Netflix, but I know people that do, so hey, thank you, Chris. Um, that's the reseller link to the Reseller Clickbait podcast. If you haven't watched this or been to the channel, go over there and subscribe. It's fun. Me and Jimmy Old School Flips do that. Podcast together comes out every Monday. We enjoy it. It's fun. Okay, so let me find one of these listings that is not all caps. Um, yeah, I learned a lot too, about titles and descriptions. When I first started, I would put things in there if I had like free shipping because I used to do free shipping. And again, it depends on, what YouTubers you watch when you start. You'll watch one video, how to sell on YouTube or something, and you watch one video and the person says you absolutely positively have to put everything at free shipping or you're doing it wrong. You're never going to sell anything if it's not free shipping because buyers, buyers, buyers. And then you watch the very next video and it says absolutely never put free shipping on anything. You should do calculated because it is, it's better for the buyer. You get, the right correct price. You don't have to look into it. And then you watch the next video and it's like, oh, don't free ship, don't calculate ship. You should do a flat rate shipping system because, it's a win some, lose some. It's better for the buyers that are farther away, like across the country from you, eastern half of the United States. It helps out those West Coast buyers get sales. And it's like, so it's hard to it's it's hard to know when you're just learning what you're supposed to do. And I used to put in my titles and in descriptions, free shipping. And then when I quit doing free shipping, I had to go back and change, find all those listings and change them. And it was a pain. Um, yeah, they sell them in fakes of the jelly cats. Um Brian's been sitting on his Five Nights at Freddy's dog, for like a year and wondered why it never sold. Just realized I never listed it. I'm not too smart. Hey, I feel your pain there, Brian. I get stuff. I go out in the garage or in, where I have my desk pile, and I find stuff that's like, and I list it, and then in a few days I sold it, 50, 60, 100 bucks. And it's like, why didn't I have this listed forever ago? Free shipping for the win. So I'm going to assume that you are all free shipping, Chris. Let's talk about this. And I'm never one to say that one person is wrong over the other because everybody runs their business different. You're making sales, I'm making sales, everybody in this chat is making sales, doing it the way that works for them. And yeah, Chris has had that help. Da, 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 da. Got so excited about putting it on my fun shelf and forgot to list it. Marie says her hubby has multiple fun shelves. Got to load them up with those Christmas and Halloween decorations for sure. Except for big items that will cost a lot to ship, you're on free shipping. So Lisette is saying, I do calculated shipping, no free shipping for her. It's easier to competitively price when it's free shipping. Do you run into issues like with taking offers and stuff then? Chris, that's what I found, it's when you have free shipping, you have to really take that into consideration. Um and yeah, I know I work, talk a lot with other resellers that do, they're all free shipping and like I said, we all do it different and it all works. I watch your videos, Chris. I know you're cranking stuff out all the time. And here out Adam says, well, we'll go back here. New England says that makes sense, Chris. And then Adam is 98% calculated shipping. I have been messing here with mostly I'm flat rate, which then is, it's a win some, lose some sort of a proposition. And it takes a little bit to get used to figuring out, the weights and the and stuff. I still look things up. Um, Shipping is already calculated when I take an offer, no different than plus shipping for offers to me. Okay. Uh, love seeing those fun shelves in the background. Yes. I've been doing a thing, now here at Christmas time because it's a little bit slower. And something that I've been doing that has helped out my buyers, helps me out. I get a little bit more, I think, positive feedback about the shipping is I've been doing on items that are into that priority mail, what that gets over the 1 pound, but still say within like that 2 pound to 3 pound at the max. I've been doing I give the two shipping options. I do a calculated shipping with parcel select ground. And then I have a second shipping option of priority mail, which gives the customer, if they want to look at those dates and or those different rates or timeframes when they need it, they can choose that. What I'm finding is that most of the people, almost everybody, is choosing to have it shipped at the parcel select ground rate, which they know the shipping time frame that it's going to be there because it tells them. Well, what happens when I go to ship it and I look at the difference with our discount that we get going through eBay, when I look at the difference between priority mail and the parcel select, the priority mail may be, you know, 20 cents difference. It may be 10 cents difference. Sometimes it might be close to a dollar or so difference. Well, I'm basically upgrading those folks to free shipping, or not free shipping. I'm upgrading them to the priority mail shipping. I might lose 17 cents or something on that particular sale, but they get it like parcel select is, 5 to 8 days or five something to 10 days. And the priority mail is only, what, 1 to 3 days, 1 to 4 days that they get it. And so people are receiving their items so quick. I'm not losing that much. And it's kind of a win-win. So I don't know if that's a good strategy, but on my items that are in that say 2 pound to 3 pound range, that's what I have been doing. Uh and if it goes really far and it doesn't make sense, I send it at the parcel select. Um and so it's something to look at. I don't know if that's a good strategy. I've been trying it. It's been working for me because and I'm shipping some of those a little bit heavier things a little closer to me. Then I hate when you have a real heavy item, and of course, every time somebody in California, Arizona, Washington is buying it, and you have to ship it all the way across the country, and so it kind of, I don't want to say deters those folks from getting it, um, but then when they do, when they're expecting it to be 8 to 10 days to get it, and they get it in 3 or 4, they are super happy. Uh Said that, and if Chris ever does another live, you all can see my fun shelf. Chris, you need to do lives. I love when you're live. You're good at it. I know that you say they make you nervous, but just jump on there. Uh Cost $15 ship that reindeer blow mold. Something here, so, and I'm like, how much can you get for that? He's like, it's going on the shelf for now. And then it just sits there. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I wanna keep. So if you do fixed shipping and it goes to Puerto Rico, you're screwed if it's a big item. Um, yeah, but I'm not usually shipping, uh, outside of, actually, I think I have. Now here's where people are gonna go, "You do what?" I think I have those Alaska, Hawaii, Puerto Rico, those ones that would actually cost more. I'm not selling to those areas, so go ahead and blast me now in the chat. Um, Chris has fun mountains of plush. I would have nightmares about them coming alive at night. Let me get down here and get into the, are there still yard sales in your area, Brian? I'm sorry, I got behind. So is parcel select ground better than UPS ground? If it's over a pound, I put it in a padded flat rate envelope. What would you suggest if it's over 1 pound and doesn't fit in? No, parcel select is not better than UPS ground. UPS ground is going to get there in a few days. Parcel select ground is the slowest service that you can pick from the United States Postal Service. Um, so, it having that as one of the first options may deter folks from buying it. Again, it's an experiment that I'm trying that has worked out for me. Um, if it is over 1 pound and doesn't fit into the padded flat rate envelope, if I'm boxing it, I look at those rates a lot of times because I'm using a flat rate system. One of the options that you can choose is like there's economy shipping, standard shipping, and expedited shipping. And I can just choose, like, I'll choose the standard shipping, and then I put in the rate. Then I have the option at the time that the item sells, which rate works out better. I can send it USPS, I can send it priority mail, I can use UPS ground, I can use FedEx, home delivery if I so choose. I don't use FedEx very much. I use usually UPS and the postal service. So no, it is not a better option. And actually, if you had sold something that was supposed to be UPS or something like that, and you sent it parcel select ground, you're probably gonna have a probably gonna have a disgruntled customer because they're gonna be expecting it quick, and it is a slower service. But Adam says he don't think he's ever done parcel select. Um, yeah, it's something I'm working with, and every buyer that has bought something that has both of the options as a shipping service has chosen the parcel select. They're expecting it by a certain date. They get it real quick. The cost is lower for them, and I don't lose anything. I've never ever had a customer complain one time about getting an upgrade on shipping. Not one customer has ever complained about getting their item early, um, or quickly. Almost every one of those that I have done, the I get good positive feedback, lightning fast shipping, quick shipping. Um, let's see. So it's something to explore. Um, very few. That's probably the last weekend, unfortunately. Uh, because I have over 10 toothless Build-A-Bears on my shelf. Must have missed something. So I hope that helped to answer a little bit, Lisette, that, over that, I'm going to choose that standard shipping because I'm doing flat. If not, yeah, UPS ground, depending on where it's going, usually has better rates than the priority mail. It really depends on where the item is going. Um, and some of that you learn over time. Danica is back from the photograph booth, and she says she saw University of Kansas Jayhawk wool stuffed animal mascot glass eye vintage 1940s for 75 bucks. And an Animal Alley 2000 white spots puppy dog for 58. Sweet. I was like, at Cage Reseller. Yes. You know what? That's funny that you say that, Danica, because I'm getting way behind in the chat with my rant about shipping. I do that too. When I sell something or I find an item or whatever, I think, "Oh, I bet Chris would be, excited about this sell," or, I know that, Jimmy does certain things, and, or you think about a certain person that you watch on YouTube a lot when you see an item. I do that all the time. Plush are the best. I love plush. They're fun. Yes, parcel select can be used for perfume. That's another thing. When you would use parcel select, if you have liquids that need to be only sent ground, you can use parcel select from the USPS. It's a little bit slower, but that's your only option with them. If you're being honest and you're shipping things the way that they're supposed to be, Yes, very good point there, Roman. Uh, if you have, economy shipping, that's in that parcel select. And Chris concurs. You have mail Santa email. It said it would be there in 5 minutes. Okay. Back to photos. See, what do I got here? What? Well, that's very cool. Danica sent me a little gift of a gift card for Netflix. So that I can jump on there. I'll check out this Grace and Frankie series. See, that's just cool. It's the same thing you know, with Lisette here and these and Frank and Janelle with the play. That's just you don't know what to say. It's just too kind. You meet people online and you become friends with them. Although we haven't now, I have met Danica um in person and let's see who in the chat here have I met in person. That was very helpful. You are welcome. UPS ground is much faster. Yes, I'm gonna catch up here. Um, it's my bedtime. Yes, I'm gonna probably jump off. I've been on here, wow, over 2 hours. Hey, I got two things listed in 2 hours. That's yes, it has been a blast. Thank you, Adam. Look forward to your Christmas special coming up. I think you said was on the 21st. That's always a fun time. Yes. Have fun picking. Yeah, Danica, that's thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, looky here, showing up. Cameron. Me. You met me. Yes, I have met Roman. Let's see. I'm looking at the chat. I have met Roman in person. I have met Cameron in person. I have met Adam in person. I'm just clicking back through there. I have met Danica in person. I have met Chris Cajun Reseller in person. I did meet. They were in the chat earlier. I haven't seen them for a little bit. They must be done out in the treasure chest for the evening. But I did meet Frank and Janelle from FJ Treasures. Yes. Um, let's see. I don't know who. So I need to get on that. I need to meet Lisette, New England Betty Boop in person. I need to meet Brian. I need to meet Marie is in here participating. And maybe I will meet them if I get my thing organized and have my reseller meetup here towards the end of next summer. Maybe all of you folks can come and have fun. Cool. That is cool. Yeah, this is fun. I enjoyed. I don't know if Jimmy is still out there just listening in the background. But it was his suggestion. He's like, "Hey, just pop in and go live." Um, and I did that. I don't know if my brother was in the chat earlier. I've met him live many times. Um, actually, I just seen him earlier today. Seen him twice today, actually. So Brian says his wife doesn't let him out of the basement. So everybody just show up at Brian's, go down the basement. You can hang out with him. Maybe his wife will fix a nice dinner that evening or something. Or maybe we'll just send out for pizza. We'll go hang out in Brian's basement and just look at all of his fun shelves that he has with all his unlisted inventory that should have been listed. You go take the garbage out and be right back and then travel to Ohio. Yep, my brother's still around. Give me a what's a hockey update? And when you're in New England, definitely. Yes. That's an area that I haven't been to is the New England states. Um, but that's there's lots of seafood that way. I'm a big fan of seafood, and from what I understand, seafood is just like, the lobsters are as big as your head and they only cost a nickel. So, can't wait for that. I've often thought about getting a part-time job just to support my seafood habit. Cause man, you can't afford that stuff anymore. You go to Red Lobster or a seafood restaurant, jeez, it's crazy. Oh yeah, come down Louisiana area, get me some seafood. So next weekend we're all going to Brian's for pizza in the basement. Okay, game is over. 4-1 Jackets. Pulled their goalie with 5 minutes left and got a 4-on-6 power play goal. Okay. So we didn't get the shutout, but Chris owns seafood restaurant in Louisiana. Yeah, that'd be cool. Chris owned one. What was I doing? Oh, I was trying to list. I was looking this thing up right here. That Stein, that Avon 1994 beer Stein. So, Cameron, if you're still around, how was your day today? Did you make any good sales? How was your Friday? You got through Friday anyway. Uh Fresh sushi here in Oklahoma. I have not been to Oklahoma area either. And I'm not well, okay. I'm not a fan of sushi and mainly because I haven't tried it, I guess, but I'm an adult and I don't have to eat anything that I don't want to. I often when I was a child growing up, we it was always what my parents fixed for dinner, that's what you ate. And you sat at the table and you ate it whether you liked it or not. Now, most of the dishes that they fixed were stuff that I liked. I'm not an overly particular eater, but there's some things I don't like beans like soup beans and cornbread. I don't like chili, that sort of stuff. And they would make that occasionally, and you were made to sit there at the table and eat, which in contrast, now my little nieces and nephews come over and it's like, well, we're going to have whatever the meal is. It's like, "Oh, I don't like that." And they get peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, they get hot dogs and macaroni and cheese. And it's like, wait a minute, how come they don't have to eat what we're eating? But there was one point in life, after I had first got a job, and it's like, wait a minute, I've got a pocket full of money. I don't have to eat soup beans. I don't have to eat lima beans. I don't have to eat any of this stuff, and I'm not going to. And that's the day I decided that I was an adult and I didn't have to eat anything I didn't want to. Oh, he'll buy the restaurant, yeah, if he finds a bunch of happy the weekend is here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ooh, barbecue in Oklahoma. I would do that too. Yeah, it was painful. Now, my mother always says, now to this day that she regrets, having done that to us. But hey, what's done is done. And so now something like sushi, it's like I don't think that would be appealing to me. I love seafood. It's seafood or it's fish, but I'm not going to try it. That's the same with here. This might get me blasted in the chat. I've I've never I've never eaten guacamole. Everybody's like, "Oh, you gotta try it. If it's fresh guacamole, if it's good, you gotta try." No, I'm an adult. I don't have to. And you can't make me. Nobody in the chat can make me if they want to. Um, yeah, Brian will come over with some bourbon. PB and J for the win. Yes, I love a good P. Actually, I had PB and J for lunch like yesterday, and usually I'm just too lazy to make. I love peanut butter and jelly, but you would think, what you got to get out a knife and on the bread, a little bit of jelly. I'm not a big fan of the jelly squirt. Some particular products are not meant for a squirt container. Now the jelly is convenient in the squirt container, but then it's just a mess on the top. And then it's hard to get out. So I get the squirt stuff, but I prefer the jar. But I'm lazy. Come on over, Roman. Never made my kids eat what they didn't want, to, and they at least had to try something. Yeah, I know a lot of folks, you have to try it. Um, but nope, it was if we didn't like it, we had to. No guac for Ken. Yes, I'm not gonna try it because I don't have to. Are you guys big guacamole fans? Brian, I'll bring Jake with me, with his shipping station. Are you planning on spending like, a couple of weeks at Brian's house if you're gonna bring Jake and his shipping station? Neither have I. The guac doesn't look appealing to me. Yes, agreed. I mean, first of all, it's green. It looks like just green paste. And no, no, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. And can't make me. I'm an adult. So that's that. That's that story right there. No guac for Ken. Actually, I might get a T-shirt. Maybe that'll be my first merch I put out. No guac for Ken. I'm an adult. I don't have to eat, I don't have to eat anything. I don't want to. Ryan is allergic to avocado, so guacamole is a no good for him. Is a no go for him. Well, I tell you what, folks, I think I am going to get ready to wrap this up for the evening. It's almost been 2.5 hours. I got two things listed. I got some other things come. My floor right here, I had kind of piled up some things. Got look at these cool coffee. They're like a coffee mug sort of thing, but they're almost like a his and hers coffee mug. They're like a set. So you see, you got the handle with the graphic is on the left side of this one, and it's on the right side of this one. Maybe that's so that you can do some cheers with it. But that's a cool, like little reindeer looking design with some holly. So I'm gonna look those up. That was a cool find that Jill had. Oh, I have some other really cool Christmas ornaments. What's down here? Wait, there was a really cool one. Here, oh, I can't find it right there. I have a whole box of Christmas ornaments behind me. Really cool hand blown glass from like a glass company here near my area. This old vintage pogo horse ornament. Department 56 porcelain Santa. Just another wooden, like a little Noah's Ark sort of boat thing. I got all of those things that I should have been able to list, but I didn't get them done. It's been Friday, y'all. Been awesome, a blessed weekend. Yes, remember to put the seat down when you're done. Always good advice. We might even just have to to end on that quote. I will leave that one up. Remember to always put the seat up, or no, put the seat down when you're done. Well, it's also good advice to put the seat up when you start. You know, so that you're not cleaning things up. But Everybody, yeah, have a great rest of your weekend. Be safe out there. If there are sales in your area, I hope you have good good picking. Get those things listed. No substitute for listen or listing. Um, Take care, everyone. Brian, haha. Good night, everyone. Thank you. Yeah, this has been great. I might do this the next time I'm just sitting there bored. I might just pop on live at some point. Of course, you can always check me out on Thursdays at 11 a.m. for my regular Ken versus 10 show, and on the Reseller Clickbait podcast that comes out on Mondays. We're planning our big Christmas live holiday tour show that's coming up. Um, Special thank you. Good night, Cameron. Special thank you if Danica is still back at the photos. Thank you for that gift card. I will definitely check some of that out. You are just an incredible person. I said that the other day when you did that. You're incredible, kind, you're giving, and I am happy to call you friend, as I am with everybody in the chat here. So we're gonna wrap this up right now, and we will see you next time. Everyone have a great evening and a profitable tomorrow. I can never figure out that you got to click this thing twice at the end broadcast and then end broadcast.